The Patriot League, now in its second season, is one of college basketball's newest and most exciting conferences. Founded on the principles of maintaining teams of athletes whose academic ability is representative of the entire student body, the Patriot League has proven to the nation that the true student athlete is alive and well and playing outstanding Division I college basketball. From year one to year two, there have been some exciting developments. Last year, the Patriot League in its inaugural season was rewarded with a play-in berth to the NCAA tournament. And this season it gets even better, as the Patriot League champion will earn one of the coveted 64 invitations to the big dance. This season also saw the addition of the United States Naval Academy to the league, giving the Patriot League 8 outstanding academic and athletic institutions to compete for the basketball title. And finally, year two was just more exciting and competitive, evidenced by the fact that 5 of the 8 teams were tied for first place with 5 and 2 marks at the end of the halfway point of the conference season. And in the end, 2 teams, defending champion Fordham and Bucknell, will be tied at the top with 11 and 3 records. And now it's time to follow the stars to Bethlehem and honor the top performers. One area in which the Patriot League is stronger this year is in its freshman class. Last year, the league honored only Army's Dave Ardafio as the top rookie. This time around, there is enough freshman talent to fill an entire squad. Let's meet the 1991-92 Patriot League all-rookie team. The first player is Holy Cross's Rob Feaster. A 6'4" forward from Wilmette, Illinois, he was one of the Crusaders' top subs all season, averaging 8 points and 3.2 rebounds per game. Feaster, a great leaper, finished 9th in the Patriot League with 17 block shots. He played in all 27 games for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Army's Nico Harrison also earns a spot on the all-rookie team. A 6'4" forward from Portland, Oregon, Harrison started as a plebe and co-led the cadets in scoring with 10 points a game. He was part of an outstanding freshman class at West Point that accounted for over 40% of the cadets' scoring. Navy's Mark Magic makes the team for his sharpshooting ability. The 6'4" guard from Youngstown, Ohio, was on the verge of setting a Navy record for three-pointers in a season. Magic was 3rd in the Patriot League in three-point field goal percentage, making 39% of his shots. He also led his team in free throw shooting, making 84%, and averaged 9.5 points during the year. Army gets a second freshman on the team. Spencer Staggs, a 6'2" guard from Flemington, New Jersey, another good outside shooter. Staggs was the 4th most accurate three-point shooter in the conference, nailing 37%. He averaged 10 points, tied with Harrison for Staggs will be one of 4 returning starters for Army next year. The 5th and final member of the all-rookie team is Navy's 6'6" forward Derek Wall from Durham, North Carolina. Wall, a starter for the midshipmen, was among the team leaders in both scoring and rebounding, averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds. Wall and Magic led an outstanding freshman class at Navy that accounted for over 40% of the midshipmen's scoring. After selecting the all-rookie team, the Patriot League coaches had the unenviable task of selecting the 10 men to make up the all-Patriot League first and second teams. With a much more competitive league, this job was especially difficult in 1992. Securing a spot on the second team is Fordham's 6'7" senior forward Sanford Jenkins. A business management major from Philadelphia, tied for the Patriot League lead in rebounds with 8.6 a game. He was also in 6th in the league in field goal percentage, 3rd in block shots, and 20th in scoring with 12 points a game. Jenkins is a member of the Rams' 1,000-point club, and his play inside was one of the main reasons Fordham was able to stay on top in the Patriot League. Making the second team for the second year in a row is Lehigh's Dozie Umbanu, and he shared the conference rebounding crown with Jenkins. The 6'6" senior from Philadelphia, majoring in business and economics, was among the Patriot League leaders in other categories, finishing 5th in scoring at 18.2 a game, 5th in field goal percentage, 6th in steals, and 2nd in block shots. Umbanu, a 4-year starter, closes his career as Lehigh's 4th all-time scorer and 3rd all-time rebounder. Again for the second straight year, Fordham's 6'2" guard Jean Prelo is on the second team. The electrical engineering major has engineered many dramatic and memorable shots to pull out games for Fordham. He finished the season tops in the league in steals, setting a conference record with 70 and averaged 13 points a game, 14th best in the league, and was also in the top 10 in both free throw percentage and assists. The Teaneck, New Jersey native was a 4-year starter, and he is the Rams' all-time leader in assists and three-pointers. The most improved team in the league this year was Colgate, and that was due in large part to the play of 6'6" senior forward Jonathan Stone. The education major from Rochester, New York, is a 1,000-point scorer and has over 600 career rebounds. Stone finished 2nd in the Patriot League in both scoring and field goal percentage, making 59% of his shots and averaging 19 points a game. He made more baskets, 203, than anyone else in the conference. The 3-year starter is among the career leaders in those categories at Colgate, too. And he capped his career by scoring 52 points against Brooklyn Monday, Patriot League and Colgate records. And the final member of the Patriot League second team is Lafayette forward Craig White. The 6'5" senior from Philadelphia, majoring in business and economics, is in his 3rd year as a starter for the Leopards and is a member of the school's 1,000-point club. He was 8th in the league in scoring at 16 points a game and the league's top 10 in both rebounding and field goal percentage. His play down the stretch is one of the reasons why Lafayette won 5 of the last 8 games. The first spot on the Patriot League's first team goes to a player who was there last year, Bucknell's Bill Courtney. The 6'2" senior majoring in education is from Springfield, Virginia, and as a point guard, he has been the catalyst of the Breakin' Bison, scoring 20 or more 13 times this year and leading his team to a 19-8 record at a regular season co-championship. He is a 1,000-point career scorer and in Bucknell's top 5 in career assists. Averaging almost 19 points a game, Courtney is 3rd in the league in scoring. He is also in the top 10 in three-point shooting and free throw shooting. Fordham's 6'9" senior forward Fred Herzog deserves a lot of the credit for Fordham's 11-3 conference record. His play in league games was especially good, finishing 2nd in scoring, field goal percentage, and block shots, and 10th in rebounding and free throw shooting. Herzog has a degree in computer science and is currently in graduate school. He averaged nearly 18 points a game, 6 rebounds, and shot 55%. Moving up from the second team a year ago to the first team this year is Bucknell's 6'6" forward Patrick King, the league's leader in scoring at 20.7 points and in field goal percentage at 63%. He won an unprecedented 4 Player of the Week honors in a row. King, a senior majoring in German and international relations, is from Scarsdale, New York, and he's among the league leaders in rebounds. He could become Bucknell's 21st 1,000-point scorer as he needs 45 points to accomplish the feat. The second repeater on the All-League team is Lehigh's Bob Krasansky. The 6'5" senior forward from Hazleton, Pennsylvania, is a multi-talented player who is in the top 10 in more categories in the Patriot League than any other player. The business and economics major is third in scoring, field goal percentage, free throw shooting, and steals. And he's 8th in assists and 10th in rebounding. The 3-year starter is a 1,000-point scorer at Lehigh. And the final member of the first team is Holy Cross's 6'7" junior forward Rick Mashburn, the Crusaders' team leader in scoring, rebounding, field goal percentage, steals, and blocks. Mashburn also finished among the league leaders in those categories, too. The history major from Grand Blanc, Michigan, picked up a lot of the slack when starting center Scott Martzloff was injured. In leading Holy Cross to 17 wins, Mashburn earns a spot on the All-Patriot League first team. Each year, the league's coaches are asked to select a Rookie of the Year, a Coach of the Year, and a Most Valuable Player. Let's start with the Rookie of the Year selection. Score one for the Sporting News. Back in early fall, their preview magazine tabbed Holy Cross's Rob Feaster as the preseason Rookie of the Year, and the Crusaders forward has lived up to the billing, scoring 8 points a game and pulling down almost 3.5 rebounds a contest. He had his career high of 19 in his final regular season game of the year against Lehigh. The Patriot League Coach of the Year is a gentleman who has completely turned his school's program around. His team has shown more improvement than any other this season, taking his team from 5 to 14 wins, the school's most since 1974, and having the distinction of leading his team to the only in-season tournament championship for a Patriot League school. Now in his third year at Colgate, Jack Bruin has led the Red Raiders to their most wins in over a decade. In being selected Coach of the Year by his peers, Colgate's Jack Bruin has now won this honor for 2 different leagues, the Old Dominion Athletic Conference in 1983 while at Catholic, and for the Patriot League this season. And finally, who will wear the crown as the Patriot League's most valuable player? There are a lot of outstanding candidates. No one has had a more consistent year, though. Every game in double figures. His team's leading scorer and rebounder. He shot over 60% from the floor and over 80% from the foul line. He set a Patriot League conference game record by scoring 39 points against Lafayette. He was a walk-on who had to earn a spot on the varsity. He came into his junior season an unknown with 8 career points to his name and is now on the verge of making 1,000 for his career. Presiding over the Patriot League's court as 1991-92 most valuable player is Bucknell's Patrick King. The second chapter of the Patriot League's basketball history has almost been written. Last year, Fordham won both the regular season and the tournament before losing to St. Francis in the play-in. Who will be able to cut down the nets on Tuesday night and celebrate the league championship and a trip to the NCAA? Will it be last year's champs and this year's regular season co-champs, Fordham? Or will it be another one of the co-champs, Charlie Woolham's sharpshooting Bucknell Bison? Will Holy Cross, so close last season, be able to put it together and win it this year? Or will Lehigh, with that strong front line and home court advantage, get it? Or how about the much-improved Colgate Red Raiders? They're the only team that's tasted a tournament title this season. Or how about an upset from the likes of Lafayette, Army, or Navy? This year's Patriot League tournament promises to be exciting. Nail-biting games, outstanding coaches, and true student athletes playing a game that was invented 100 years ago by Dr. James Naismith that is becoming more popular and exciting with every season. We hope you will all enjoy this year's Patriot League tournament. Good luck to all of you.